Welcome back to another episode of the Dr. Pepper Guy podcast. I am your host, Out of Context Elliot, and I am here, and I am steer, and I am whatever the fuck queer. And this podcast is sponsored by Dubby. More about them later in the episode. I'm feeling good today. I have to, I'm kind of in a, I have my first cross-country race for like the first time in almost a year, tomorrow, and I'm nervous. I have potential to do very well, but we will see. You never know, how I end up performing, we just don't know. I'm supposed to squash my PR by a bit, and I'm nervous for it. This is college. I'm going up against tougher guys, guys with more experience. Because when you're in high school, you're still oftentimes going up against freshmen, sophomores who are less experienced. As you get older, that's less the case, but you still, experience is huge in cross country. I'll say it. Sure, raw talent can be in a race, but experience will. I digress. Who texted me? It was an ad. Yeah, I'm here. I did want to talk about last week's failed episode. I wanted to film it live, and then have the viewers sort of talking to me while it goes on, and then have them sort of, because when you're live, oftentimes the viewers are the ones leading, which is why it's a hit. Especially when you're a small, nobody like me. On this platform, who doesn't, get a bunch of, who can actually keep up with our messages, because there really isn't that many. Oh my god. I only slept until 9:30 today. I have a bit less energy. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The W has not quite kicked in yet. I digress. Yeah, I wanted to be able to have that last week, have the viewers dictate the way the podcast went, because I sort of just sit down and talk. This is a very non-viewer-led podcast, so I was like, maybe we'll try it. You never know. Sit down, just chat to a camera for a little bit. What's the worst that could happen, And then my internet was just terrible that day, so, it wasn't able to happen. Yeah, I had a buddy on my I was like, and then I was able to live stream on MCC Island a few days later, and it went well. I didn't have one buffer through the entire stream. I was pissed. I was furious, man. I was like, man, why can't we just, I had that was my first time streaming Minecraft in fucking ages. It had been almost a good year or so since I had streamed Minecraft on YouTube, which is crazy to me. Because, back in the fall, my streams were mostly, Call of Duty World at War, and then I would I was bouncing between Twitch and YouTube, and then ultimately decided to settle for YouTube, and ultimately decided to walk away from it entirely, and then ultimately decided to come back because I'm an addict and I need this to fuel my ever-growing ego. Fuck. Yeah. I guess I'm a narcissist. We're in September, officially. This podcast goes up the 1st of September. It's been 8 months of 2023. What the fuck? I'm still very much starting to settle in. Like, I'm not a high school student anymore. My life's changing. In the last few weeks, I've had to say goodbye to a lot of friends. It's, yeah. I do know. I do hope to stay in contact, and the internet, helps with that. But, you know, it's tough. I talk to you guys, you younger viewers who are still, coming into your own. I rarely try to give advice on these things because who the hell am I to tell you what to do? But you know what? I know how to live. I know how to live. I know how to do that. I've been doing that for longer than a lot of you have. All right. I can tell you guys how to go through high school in this generation. All right. I have gone to high school for the same number of years as your parents, and more recently, which makes me more qualified. And my advice: make some fucking friends. Hang out with them whenever you can. I don't care how you make friends. Just make them. Hang out with them whenever you can. Don't do anything to screw it up. Don't do anything to lose them. Don't do anything to lose their respect. Because I can tell you that those relationships will last. Okay? And I'm gonna be real. I would be a lot more emotional right now if I didn't have anybody to say goodbye to at this point in my life. That would make me just feel sad, 4 years of my life, more than that, ending with, ending by myself. And who the fuck texted me? And my phone cannot stand up straight on this goddamn elevated spot. I need to get a tripod. I might buy a tripod on Amazon. I might do that. I've thought about I have a lot of video ideas. I have one video that I will probably end up doing next week. I say that, but I also said that last week and the week before. I've had one video that I can easily bang out in a few days. I can easily have it done next week. But you know what? Next week is probably going to be a shorts-oriented week. And I do have a podcast guest next week. We're working that out. Next week's podcast is going to be pretty good. Better than this week. Maybe it's going to be less emotional. We'll see. I am a lot less emotional when I'm around people, People keep me in line, People keep me from... And I do know that... And if it works for me, I can't be the only one, right? I mean, I'm the only one on this platform making a fucking serial killer tier list. Serial spelled S... Or fucking, that's the one way it's spelled wrong. God damn it. Spelled C-E-R-E-A-L. Yeah, moving on. I was upset that video tanked. The algorithm was very against it. It was a new idea, and, it was such a dumb idea, and, it was a new concept mixed with an old idea. It was a bunch of serial killers oriented cereal brands, and, I was ranking them in a traditional tier list fashion. Yeah, it's been a good few years since I've seen tier lists. I feel like tier lists started popping up, in 2019, 2020. They definitely went viral in 2020. But that's a good format for, ranking stuff. We had a whole... My cross-country group chat was going berserk yesterday over my, my soda tier list that I did, however long ago that was. That feels like it was only 4 months ago, but it was 6. That was in February or some shit. That was a while ago. I remember I was really on the fence of making that video. I was like, do I? Because even then, I was still nervous to come back. My comeback was, here's, fucking, here's a pot. Here, I'm gonna put my podcast on YouTube as well. And even that, I don't think I've checked my Spotify statistics in ages. It's been a good minute since I've posted anything to Spotify, I think. Let's check that now, shall we? I want to check my Spotify dashboard because I do know that I really, and I do have a chance, if I committed to Spotify, I could probably, profit from this. But, let's see here. Nope, the last episode, that's comedy, baby. Let's see here. Episodes. Last episode I had 5 fucking views. 7, 4, 5, 12. Oh, 12, wow. Yeah, my last, August 4th, almost a month ago, was my last podcast. Yeah, it's been a good, and then before that was the 21st. And then before that was, the 29th of June, and then before that was, yeah, I've been taking more time off between episodes, as you can probably see. Yeah, as you can probably see, just by analyzing whatever. Yeah, I really have nothing to say about that other than just, yeah, August has been a busy month for me. 2 people listen to Surprise Butt Sex on August 13th. Just want to point that out there. Honestly, these are a bunch of episodes, are coming out, and it's kind of like, ooh. I'm not expecting a lot of these to be getting viewed. I Am the Horse got a random play. Surprise Butt Sex got a I Hate This Platform got a random play. It's I say this, but if I go to monetize, I gotta check my eligibility here. I need 1,000 listeners in the last 60 days. And that's just crazy to me. Watch, I'm doing a verification code thing right now. Yes, I just looked at my watch and got the I'm going to take care of this after the recording. What media have I consumed? We're about 15 minutes in. Sure, I'll talk about some media I've consumed. Why the heck not? I could go for another... Actually, you know what? My life's been busy. I'm 19 years old now, officially. I didn't think about that, but I'm officially 19 years old. My birthday was on the 22nd of August, and that was a week and a half ago. I'm old. I'm old, guys. I'm very, very old. Which is crazy to me, because I'm getting viewers in my chat now who I haven't seen since I was 17, which is also crazy to me, because I spent year 17 of my life, my focus was this channel, this platform, this career, this is my life, this is what I want to do, commit, and then I spent most year 18, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I want to socialize, 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 boom, gets elected prom court jester in high school, senior year, graduates fucking high school, crazy year, man, crazy year, crazy ass year, of my life, 18 has been such a big one, and 19 has just fucking started. Who knows what I'm going to do with 19? I have no fucking clue what I'm going... For the first time in my life, I have no idea what I'm going to do this year for the foreseeable future. I know that I'm going to run in college. I know that. I have my cross-country season that's going to take over the fall. I have no idea what I'm doing in the winter, or the fucking spring, or the fucking summer. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm going to go to my race, and then I'm going to wake up the next day, and I'm going to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I going to do with a Sunday? The day after a race? I was going to take the day off from running, and then probably run like 11 fucking miles on Monday. I'm crazy. I've ran... today is Friday, and I have ran 32 miles. That will probably get up to 40 by tomorrow, realistically. Probably above 40, honestly. I'm probably going to get at least 3 today. So that's going to get me up to 35. And then, this is 35 since Sunday, by the way. Yeah. I have no idea, you know? I have a race this weekend. We'll see what happens, you know? I probably will... I have to drive like an hour to get to practice today. I'm really not looking forward to that. I just hope it doesn't fucking rain. I want to look at that right now. Actually, my phone's up there. I can't look at that right now. Unless I can... Oh, wait a minute. The power of watch. We have a 10% chance. It's supposed to be 75 degrees. People in Arizona be like, oh, it's 75 degrees. It must be freezing. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, it's pretty crazy. You know, a lot of progression in what's going on. And who knows how I'm supposed to feel about it, you know? Like, the people I've hung out with this week, like, I've only known for, like, a month. Which is, like, the people that I've hung out with the most in the last couple weeks. Or in the last week. Like, I spent my birthday afternoon with, like, I got up, I had practice in the morning, spent that with my team. They knew it was my birthday, so like, we gotta do something. I'm like, alright, and then we got pizza for lunch, at a local Mod Pizza. I'm a big fan of Mod Pizza, by the way, guys. I'm a sucker for there. It's like the best place nearby in my area. I made them come to me because they're all like, I actually have to drive to their houses. But yeah, so that was yeah, we hung out there. That was fun. Then I said goodbye to one of my friends that afternoon. We got ice cream, and then literally 2 days later, I said goodbye to another friend, and like a couple days before that, I said goodbye to like 4 friends. Yeah, I've just it's been an emotional month of August for me, man. I just have no idea. Like, I think I'm gonna like college. I think I am. I have no idea where it's gonna take me. No clue. 0 idea. I know I got at least 2 years where I'm at now. Maybe it's gonna be a step in a different direction. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm gonna stay there for 4. You never know. You never know. I am at a point in my life where I just have no idea what the future holds. And as Robin Williams would say, how exciting. Now let's talk about the media that I've consumed this week. I say media consumption, you know? Let's see here. What have I consumed here? I started playing Lego Star Wars 3. I do want to play more of that game on stream. The thing is, games like when I want to grind on a game, like it's tough, Like it's tough to do on stream. Like I feel like I am so much more productive when I am like able to just get a podcast going, get some music going, get whatever, and then just go, and then just game. That's my yoga. That's my meditation. I don't play games that stress me out. I really don't. I play games that relax me. A lot of people ask me to like play, first person shooters and stuff like that on stream, but like, it's a hey, you play Call of Duty. I'm like, not as much as I used to. Not as much as I used to. I like zombies. My PC can't handle zombies, but I like zombies. I used to play zombies a lot. Zombies used to be my therapy game. Now it's honestly the last year it's turned into Minecraft. The last 2 years it's turned into Minecraft, and fucking the last year it's turned into Stardew Valley. And yeah, crazy. And honestly, in the last year, Left 4 Dead 2. I love Left 4 Dead 2. Love Left 4 Dead 2. Such a great game. All the Lego Star Wars games, like those only caused some emotional turmoil, Like when on the vehicle levels. God, shit, fucking cavalry. All those things, It's it's like the things that are a pain in the ass, It's not. It's more fun to just. I prefer just to sit games and just be like. It feels like I'm like this, I can just get some. I'm discovering I know a lot more words to a lot more Eminem songs than I realized. So I'm okay with that. I was discovering that on my way to practice yesterday. I am very much okay with that. I gotta remember how I get there tomorrow. It's kind of a drive, which I'm really not looking forward to. Today I also have a kind of a drive to practice. What other media have I consumed? Back on topic. Ahsoka has come out. More Star Wars content in my life. It's back. And it's too early to tell. We've only had 3 episodes. And I've really only had one problem with one of the episodes. And I'm not going to get into spoilers, but a character survives getting impaled by a lightsaber again, which is something we've been seeing a lot in the last 2 years. And I'm getting real sick of it. Alright? Qui-Gon Jinn has got to be pissed. Okay? I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. Okay? He literally, it's like, and then you see the wound like later, and it's just like it's like a fucking scratch. Like a stick could have done the same thing, and it's a fucking lightsaber. It's not like it was just a metal thing. It was a fucking lightsaber. It's a sword made of fucking pure energy that's gonna melt your organs by like going in there. It's not like it's a fucking sword that stabs you and like displaces them. It burns them. It burns a hole, right? That thing should be capable of literally just slicing through literally anything. It's like when it doesn't penetrate a surface, when that thing can't penetrate it, it's supposed to be impressive. Now it's like, oh boy, a lightsaber couldn't beat a fucking metal spear. Like, what the fuck? That's my problem. That's my only problem. The way I think the castings were great. I think the premise is great. I'm very interested in a lot of the characters and a lot of their stuff behind them, and I do know that it's not just going to be a short show. And we've seen some stuff in the live action that's made me a fan. We're getting a lot of call outs to characters. I'm like, oh, I'm a fan of Star Wars Rebels, so I'm like, oh, that's Ryder Asadi. Oh, spoilers. I'm like, that's Mr. Krabs. I'm like, I get excited. That stuff's gonna get me excited, I'm like, I like seeing that, and like I'm like, oh, live action Batgirl, stuff like that, It's like they keep name dropping Thrawn, and I'm like, I can't wait for him to appear. I hope it's not underwhelming. Please don't make it 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 embarrassing. Please. Yeah. Ezra Bridger might be okay. Yeah, I think I definitely think Rosario Dawson's a good Ahsoka. She's definitely a much more mature Ahsoka than I'm used to. But I'm also okay with that. Like, I'm okay. It's been a good long while since we've seen her in the, like, I just want to see her being badass at this point. I'm like, we've seen her struggle. I think her character arc is, I don't know where they're going to take her character arc in the show, and I think they're focusing on the arcs of other characters in the show, which is not a bad move from a writer's perspective. I completely understand. I know it's her show, and you never know. I think later they're going to focus on her more, and I think she's going to have more to do in like the finale of the show in the later episodes. And they have promised that they're going to do more with her character. But also, like, she's also, it's not like she's doing nothing right now. She has shown up and done some cool stuff, alright? There is stuff that I'm okay with, okay? She has done stuff that, like, I'm like, that's cool. She's experienced now. It's not like every fight, it's like, she's like, has to hold her own, She's like, she's fighting to win now. I'm like, and after seeing her in, like, that one episode of Tales of the Jedi where she just one-shots the Inquisitor, I'm sorry, so fucking cool. Alright, I was never one of those guys who fucking hated her when she first came out. I was just indifferent about her, I didn't really, I was like, I was focused on other characters more. And as I got older, the more attention they gave her, I'm like, yeah, she's cool. And then in the finale, just like that stuff. I was very, just seeing that stuff. And I was always, a Clones kid. I still am a Clones man, but like, and now that seeing her in Rebels, she was definitely a lot wiser, and this is definitely like taking from that version of the character, like she's all grown up in Rebels, and this is definitely that version of the character. And that, don't get me wrong, Rebels Ahsoka was badass, alright? She had her moments, right? That scene where she was with Vader, oh my god. Everything they did in that show where she finally confronts Vader, I'm like, that's... I'm happy about that. And, the villains in the show have a lot of mystery surrounding them still. I would like to know more about them. We have confirmed that one of them is a former Jedi. We have confirmed that. Oh, I haven't even talked about the David Tennant droid. Luang. He has screen time, and I'm okay with that. He's, like, actually hilarious. Like, he's given more screen time now than he did in the Clone Wars. And, I'm like, yeah, more of him, please. He might be my favorite character in the whole show right now. He's, like, the comic relief droid, and he's like, he's you know, he talks like this. He's very motivated like this. He talks softer like this, and talks in a slower dialect and in a softer tone. He never raises his voice, and he's always like, and you know, occasionally he gets like, like, you know, uh, but like he's always stayed logical, and like he is a robot, and he is an early robot, you know. I like him. I like him. I like him a lot, and I think David Tennant's voice is perfect for that character. Alrighty then. We interrupt my Star Wars rant to talk about the sponsor of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the Dr. Pepper Guy podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is an all-natural energy drink blend that you can just add to your water with one spoonful at an affordable price. Okay? It is a much cheaper alternative to energy drinks. I blanked there. And I highly, highly recommend you go to their website, shop at dubby.gg, and use code Elliot. I'm telling you, good water bottle, alright? I keep these things with me when I game, and it's great, alright? I have a Hydro Flask that's just... It's on its way out. It's on its way out. I'll say it. It's on... Good thing I have another one. It's on its way out. These things got life in them. You know? I can drop this on the ground and it won't dent. They're surprisingly durable. It's tough plastic. I like it. These flavors are delicious. We have Dragonade and Dumb Sludge with us, man. Delicious. We have a green apple flavor, and we have a dragon fruit lemonade flavor, okay? And actually, really good. Really good. It's called Dragonade, you know, dragon fruit lemonade, Dumb Sludge. It's like supposed to be slimy apple stuff, you know? Good stuff. Good stuff right here. They have the Out of Context Elliot endorsement. Go Dubby. Shop at dubby.gg and use code Elliot, spelled ELIET, for a discount on all your products. I know for a fact, listening to this podcast is the only... Fuck, what was I saying? I don't see Monster giving you a discount on their products just by listening to a podcast. I don't see Red Bull giving you a discount on their product. Also, this ain't gonna fucking murder your kidneys. I'll say it. It won't. It won't. And I know when I drink it, like an energy drink like Red Bull or Monster, I'm bouncing off the walls. I am all over the place. I will not be falling asleep that night unless I have another one, and then I will go to bed spinning and pass out. These I can have every day, and I'm totally fine. I'm an athlete. I'm probably gonna have some more, and then I'm gonna go for a run, and I'm gonna feel great. I said it. I fucking said it. All right, now back to the podcast. Yeah, Ahsoka's. I'm very excited for that. That's been. It also came out on my birthday, which I'm like, thank you for that, Dave Filoni. I was very, very happy about. It was supposed to be like the 18th, and then they pushed it back to like the 23rd. But because of time zones, it came out for me on the 22nd instead of being like midnight on the 23rd. So I was very, very happy that it came out on my birthday, and that was very exciting to me. I very much enjoyed that. It was great. It was good. It was nice, as Borat would say. Yeah, I very much loved getting to see Ahsoka on my birthday, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I know we have another show coming out, which I'm going to talk about in a second, but I'm sorry, Star Wars. And then my dad's like, that's fair. I'm also drafting my dad's fantasy league tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Football's also been media I've been consuming. I'll say it. Preseason football's over. Official football starts this week. And you probably won't hear my opinion on that on the next week's episode because I'll have a guest. And I don't know his football team. But, you know, you know, my Packers won the preseason game against Seattle, and our quarterback doesn't look like he sucks. He doesn't look bad. He's able to make. He was like 9-15 on his drive against the Seahawks, and he had a 9-15 passer rating and like a 7-10 passer rating. He's like, that's solid. That's good. I like that. I like that passer rating. That is. I'll take that over Baker Mayfield. Okay. I'll take that over. I'm okay with that. Aaron Rodgers scored his first touchdown as a Jet. That hurt to watch. That did. It hurt to watch a little bit. I'm like, oof. That was tough. That was tough. That was very, very tough. But we are here now. And we are good now, alright? We're good. And we out here, swinging on the golf course. It's time to let go. Time to use the force. No one's speaking English. Sounds like fucking horse. I'm attacking you right at the motherfucking source. Having a baby, because I am the horse. Yeah, that's still on Spotify, by the way, if you want to give it a listen. It's linked as a podcast episode, when in fact it is not. Because the way Anchor does it, it's like, it's a podcast, not a song. You have to have like a musical license deal or whatever to air actual music. But it's actually not called Anchor anymore. It's called Spotify Podcasters. It was just Anchor when it was Anchor for a good long while, and when I was hearing ads about it, before I had Spotify Premium, it was more of that. Yeah. So we are here now, and we are doing okay. What other media have I consumed? What the fuck was I even saying? Football. I was talking about football. Yeah, preseason. I was getting emotionally invested. I made a short about it that no one watched. I was getting emotionally invested in the Packers preseason. All right. I got very excited when the Seahawks threw an interception against the Packers, that allowed us to win the game. Officially, and I got very excited because my dad, who is a Seahawks fan, was right there, and I was like, yes! And he's like, whoa, calm down, bro, it's only preseason. Except it was like, yes! I got excited like it was a regular season game. And then, I was very excited. It was a good game. It was a very good game. Very good game. I was happy about it. And it was kind of, actually, it wasn't a very good game. It wasn't very exciting for the first good bit. Seahawks have like a receiver on there, Jake Bobo. He's probably going to replace JSN for the first few weeks while he's hurt. But that's a text. Yeah, so... Yeah, another media I've consumed. Only Murders in the Building on Hulu with Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez. Show I've liked for the first 2 seasons. It's a comedy. This season, I don't know how to feel about this season yet. It's too early to tell. This season is definitely focusing on the mystery element, and I don't know, as we've progressed through this season, it just hasn't been as funny as the previous 2 seasons. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't know, it doesn't feel as good, I liked the natural, funny chemistry that they've had, but this season they're separating them. They're separating the 3 characters and having them go off and do their own stuff. And that's partly why I like the show so much, because I love seeing those 3 together. I'm sorry, who would have thought that Selena Gomez would become, a third wheel to Steve Martin and Martin Short, right? If only, I just want it to be funnier, Like, is that like? It was funny in that it was a lot of like deprecating humor on the three of them, a lot of self-awareness that I, especially in like the second season that I liked. But I don't know. We've only had like 4 episodes. So it's always like the next episode reveals something that could be this character, could be this character. I'm like, I have no idea who could have killed. Oh yeah, Paul Rudd is the one who died. They're trying to figure out who murdered Paul Rudd, except not actually Paul Rudd. It's like Ben Gilroy, another actor he played. Or, All right, we're at the 40-minute mark. I suppose it's time to get into the Florida Men of the Week. Okay, let's do it. I bet we're going to have a few because it's been a while. All right? Oh. Florida man gets 10-day jail sentence after incident with woman at Red Lobster court records. I don't know what the problem was. Florida man unhappy over traffic stop. Flips deputies out of his car window. He flips off the cops. He flipped off the cops. Man accused of exposing self at Florida park nearly strikes officer with car while trying to flee. Now that's some Florida shit right there. Hole-in-one leads to manslaughter arrest of Florida man who continuously punched 87-year-old. Florida suitcase murder. Husband used chainsaw to dismember wife's body found in bags off coast, police say. Florida man arrested after shooting and killing neighbor's dog with a rifle. Florida man arrested after dunking woman's head in tar. Whoa. Thank you, Fox. Oh my god. That was a doozy right there. Holy smokes. We had a Red Lobster. We had cups. I can't read, so that was a struggle. I'm also tired. I haven't had any Dubby yet today. I will. Don't worry. I will. Yeah. I have really nothing I want to talk about more in this episode. I think 43 minutes is a good stopping point. So yeah, remember to use code Elliot when shopping at dubby.gg. And that is pretty much it. Peace out, fam.